Here we are. This is it. Episode 1.
Welcome.
Finally here. Had a couple mishaps. Had a couple problems.
But we're back in it.
And we have 2 microphones now, like you guys wanted, and we listened.
We're not poor anymore.
Ian broke a microphone, and we fixed it. So we'll go from there. So yeah, here we are. Finally, episode 1, the very first one. It can only get better from here. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. You're going to want to be here. You're going to want to listen. Turn around. Turn around. Sit down, tune in, sit back and relax for an hour. And just listen to us bullshit all day. So,
Nothing better than that.
I know in our introduction video, we kind of got into a little bit of a couple hot takes on a bunch of different things. But before we get into that,
What did we get into?
like movie sequels and stuff.
Yeah.
So we'll get into that. That will definitely be a topic here. But before we start any of that, I just want to say we are listening to your suggestions, your comments, your concerns. We got 2 microphones. We're still testing that out. We're working on 2 cameras, so that way you get a better view of me when I'm talking and a better view of Nate when he's talking. And just everything overall, making everything better. This is from the ground up. We are starting with nothing. So bear with us, stick with us. The only thing we have is a dream. Martin Luther King, shout out to him, isn't it? Like, I feel like
have a dream.
something was going on recently with him. But anyways.
He's dead.
No, I know, but like something recently about like his kid, like they just did a march. I saw it all over the news. Anyways, that's it. We're getting better. We're trying to get better. We're trying to be better as people and as podcast hosts in general. Always strive to be better.
We're getting there.
Slowly but surely.
Very slowly.
But let's get into business. Let's talk about our T-shirt idea. Do you want to talk a little bit about it? I feel like you were kind of what were they called? That came over on the Mayflower.
Pilgrims?
Pilgrims. You're like
I'm the pilgrim.
the pilgrim of the T-shirt idea. You're the start. You're the beginning. So go on, tell us about
I
it.
think we need to rephrase that into something else.
Tell us about the T-shirts.
All right. Well, as a pilgrim, pretty much what you see on that screen is going to be on the T-shirt. We're going to have 2 colors starting off: purple, blue lettering, and then blue shirt, purple lettering. For now, that's where I think we're going to start.
That's where we're gonna start. There are a lot of other ideas and logos, and it's not always just gonna say Dupe Chat, but
We're gonna have other things.
that's
but
where it's gonna start. I think.
starting off.
Yep.
Which I think is a good start to have kind of. Our
So-
logo.
We're gonna post a couple T-shirt designs and ideas on our Instagram.
You guys just got to vote.
You guys have to vote and let us know what you guys would buy, because we want you guys to be able to wear it around and not just buy it because you like us and you're friends with us.
No, we want that too.
That, yeah, definitely. If you're my close friend and you don't buy my T-shirt, I will personally come to your house and make
For
you buy one.
$500.
But Maya, please, you're buying a T-shirt.
Everybody.
We do have an audience today. I'm sure you're gonna see them.
And hear 'em.
But yeah, please buy a T-shirt if you're our friends. If you're not our close friend or relative,
Still buy it.
please let us know what T-shirt you would actually buy if we spent all this money to buy T-shirts, because I don't just have a
There's a
bunch
train.
of money to buy these T-shirts. Yeah, I'm not the richest person. So if we're gonna buy all these T-shirts, we want at least people to like them and buy them. Anyways,
Yeah. We'll
let's
go
get
door to door if we have to.
okay, we will. Actually, I will to at least get rid of what I bought.
Would've.
I widowy don't even care. I widowy want to just get into the first topic. Hot takes. In our intro, we were talking about hot takes. Movie sequels. Should they happen? Should they not happen? Your turn.
It depends. There's so many more bad sequels than there are good.
That's what I think.
Except cartoon sequels, like animated sequels, like Toy Story. 1 and 2 was
But they
good.
got
3 was
bad.
good. 4 was horrible. Was there a 4?
Yeah. And-
Which one had the teddy bear? The purple teddy bear. That one was horrible.
I think that was 3.
That horrible. 4?
But which
No,
one
no,
was
it's
it? Do you
bad.
know?
Well, you don't
Was
like it
it
because
3?
you don't know.
I don't know. All I know is that, in my opinion, Toy Stories got worse.
2,
I think 1,
was-
2, and 3 were good. After that, they were terrible.
It's just like
Just
Monsters
like
Inc.
Monsters Inc.
Monsters University. Horrible.
Should have never done it.
Monsters Inc. was I think my favorite children's
The-
movie.
The issue is a lot of sequels they'll make a movie, they'll put it out, and then they'll make a sequel. But in the timeline of the movie, the sequel would technically come first. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they
And that
they tried
sucks.
doing too much.
With Borat, they did that same thing.
Yeah.
Borat was the second Borat. I didn't watch it for like a year after it came out because I swore it was gonna be bad, and I watched it and I was more disappointed than I think ever.
Like I think it was just forced because everybody knew who he was at the time. So we tried to fit too much of that into the movie. Or they tried to fit too much of that.
Well,
into
that's
the
just
movie.
it. And Borat was such a classic movie and such a phenomenon in what it was that the idea of him walking around and nobody knew what was going on was so funny. And then in the second movie, almost in every clip, it's somebody yelling, "Oh, look, it's
It's
Borat."
Borat.
You know what I mean?
Like it's just when a movie is that good, people want to be like, "Oh, you need a second one. You need a second one." But then I feel like they do too much for the second one that
you
makes
try and
it
continue
worse.
it. Yeah. And it's like, what can you do to make it better if it's already so good?
Like there's so many classic movies, and they try to make that sequel.
Like,
and it just
like The
ruins it.
Hangover.
Yeah, The Hangover, Cars.
Here's the best example. When you're talking about a comedy movie,
Yeah.
you have things like, The Hangover. You have things like,
We got Borat.
yeah, Borat and stuff. And then you look at a movie like Step Brothers, hands down one of the most classic movies. Happy Gilmore.
They don't have a sequel.
Happy Gilmore. Big Daddy. Great movies.
Except Bad Moms 2 was almost as good as the first.
I didn't see that.
Yeah. Christmas
But
one.
movies-
Just as good. Just as good. Yes.
Movies like Happy Gilmore and
Also, Mila Kunis is my wife, so
You wish.
I do.
But there's a lot of classic movies out there that are so good because they don't have sequels. And if they made sequels, I feel like it would just ruin all of it.
Yeah.
Like,
I kind of like how it's just Step Brothers done.
yeah,
Happy
and you
Gilmore
have to
done.
leave some sort of suspense. Like, it's kind of cool,
Yeah.
like that you'll never figure out like what really happened,
It's
what
different
life after
than-
is.
I would say it's different than TV shows. TV shows you want to
But they
continue.
could be ruined too.
It could.
If you like, don't get me wrong, I love Outer Banks, but I think the third one was terrible.
Horrible. 2 was good.
Stranger Things only. Yeah, we're talking about.
You need to
We're
pay
talking
attention.
about TV movies. We're talking about TV shows now.
First
Nate was
movies.
saying that a lot of them should continue. You know what I mean?
Like Stranger Things, I think got better as it went on.
I disagree with Ian. Ian says that he disagrees with Stranger Things. I think it got better,
I think it did.
but I think there's going to get a point to where it can't get any better.
Well, this is the last season coming out.
Hopefully, and hopefully it's good. We don't know. But like everybody
Should
was
be.
so excited for Outer Banks season 2. It came out perfect carry on of season 1.
Yeah.
Season 3 came out
Over
and
in
it's
place.
like what is even going on? Like it's like a completely different show.
I stopped
feel
watching
like.
it. I watched like the first 2 episodes
Yeah.
and I was like, no. I
Seriously.
can't. I'm done.
And I feel like some shows just go on too long. They get boring. Like you don't want to watch them anymore.
That's exactly how season 3 of Outer Banks was.
Like Shameless.
Never got
I
into
know
it.
everybody loves it, but it's way too long.
I hate those.
Zombieland?
kind of shows. That's just
Or-
movie.
The Walking Dead.
Too long.
Season 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Right when Negan came into it, it sucked.
Yeah, but seasons 1, 2, 3, and 4
It's just forced.
couldn't get any better. And now there's like 8 seasons. And,
It became more about the drama than not about the zombies.
yeah, it's terrible. The thing about Walking Dead is if you watch season 1 and then you
I
go
like
and watch
zombies.
season 8, not one of the same person is like none of the characters are the same.
Spit it out.
You know what I mean? Like they literally just ruined it because they tried to carry it on so long.
Ozark. Have you ever seen Ozark?
I haven't seen Ozark. You talk to me about it all the
You
time.
need
I
to
haven't
watch it
watched
because
You
Ozark
know I
gets
don't watch
better.
movies though.
It's a show.
Even worse. I can't watch a series of shows.
Ozark? What did you see 1 and 2? Yeah. I like the whole series. I think I rank Stranger Things, then Ozark, and then Outer Banks season 1 and 2 as my
See,
3 top shows.
I love, like, I can't sit down and force myself to watch a series of shows for an extended period
We
of time.
don't gotta force yourself if it's good.
Even Stranger Things, like, I watched seasons 1, 2, and 3, and then I just, like, there's no reason I stopped. I had just as much time as I did before, but I just can't continue to watch it. I'll be into it for a little bit, and then I'll be like, oh, like, it just falls out of my mind. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just not the type of person. I'd rather sit down and watch a new YouTube video every night than sit there and watch a series of shows.
There's like,
But I did love Stranger Things.
like when I had the flu this past year, I think what show is it? I forget what show it was, but I finished the 2 seasons it had in like 3 days. I had nothing better to do. I was so interested.
Outer Banks. What, are you trying to like time me or something? Or check my phone? Oh, I don't have.
We're completing side quests.
Yeah.
But I think aside from movie sequels and shows,
Yeah.
what about we move on?
I agree. I know. I'm trying. Sorry. I'm like
God.
talking to them behind the camera at the same time I'm talking to him. So if you don't understand it, I'll try it and reiterate it.
This is what we need to improve on.
But hopefully you kind of also hear us. Yeah, and there are a lot of things we have to improve on. We are literally starting from the bottom. We're not like this big production. It's my phone and my laptop with free software. So stick with us. It's getting better. We're trying our hardest. Here we go. Back
As
to the
I was
topic.
saying,
Yes.
I think we need to move on. And I think we should talk about pumping your own gas in New Jersey.
Yes.
The stupidest thing ever to exist in the
Giant hot take. Huge hot take in town. I go to school. Well, I don't go to school anymore. I used to go to school in a small town, and in central Pennsylvania, a lot of people that went to my school were from New Jersey.
Same with Westchester.
And watching them pump their own gas, like, I swear as a freshman, every single person I knew that came from New Jersey would post it on their Snapchat story all the time. Like, they'd post shit like, why am I pumping my own gas? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this?
It's like the dumbest thing, I think.
My thing is why can't you pump your own gas?
It takes 4 minutes. Not even.
Yeah, but now New Jersey is paying all these people to pump gas for what reason?
Waste of money. For their law. It's a law.
Ian, behind the camera, can you please look up why you can't pump your own gas in New Jersey?
It is a law. Unsafe. Unsafe of what?
But so Oregon and New Jersey are the only 2 states that you can't pump your own gas.
2 of the stupidest states probably in America.
Oregon is so cool though.
They're so stupid.
Like, it's incredible.
Because of the fire hazards associated with dispensing fuel.
So it's a fire hazard.
So it doesn't happen in the other 48 states.
Okay, so
If you get caught pumping your own gas in New Jersey, you get fined $250 to $500.
I'm not paying.
so you pay $500 a pump. If you pump your own gas in New Jersey, you pay $500.
It's so stupid. I just don't get it. I don't.
Untrained drivers would overfill their tanks and start fires.
How do you just put the thing in and it clicks when it's done?
So untrained
get it.
drivers would. So new drivers
So pretty much 16-year-olds.
would pump their own gas and start fires because they overfilled their
They
tanks.
probably feel the click and they're like, oh.
Because
there's
we
more.
didn't know that last time. Last time we were talking about that. That's interesting. So
I just think it's
my
stupid.
question would be is, and I didn't see any of this when I was trying to look it up, is who is paying these people? Is it the gas companies
A state.
or is it the state? Are you a state
wait.
employee when you pump someone's gas?
Well, obviously the company has to pay the employees, but I feel like the state gives them funding for it. That's the only thing that would make sense. Unless
It would have to be the state because who's going to fine you? Not a
the
company.
state.
A company can't just send you a bill and be like, hey, you did this at our business. We're fining you. It's not how the world works. It would have to be like
Depends what they do.
it would have to be like a lawsuit, and it would have to go through the government. It would have to go through the local court.
Like I don't get it. I literally don't get it.
I just think you should be able to pump your own gas.
Me too.
My question is, how much does it benefit New Jersey for them to employ thousands of people to pump your gas when I wonder in all other 48 states how many issues or fires or explosions have happened from civilians pumping their own gas.
Probably the same amount.
What's the comparison?
There's probably no comparison at all.
That's what I'm saying.
And here's the thing too.
Like, it has to be minuscule. So what is it really worth to Oregon and New Jersey for you to go and not be able to pump your own gas?
Yep, that's my phone. So I love how we start the podcast and my phone's just blowing up and getting all these notifications
I know.
that goes on the table.
It's just like when you're single,
Timing.
no one wants to date you, and then when you start talking to somebody, everybody wants to talk to you. Same thing. No one texts you all day. The second we start actually
Doing
recording,
something.
everyone texts you.
That's our luck. That's my luck.
That's just how it is sometimes, you know?
But aside from the stupid state of New Jersey and Oregon.
They are also the worst drivers.
Oh, New Jersey? They don't
Hands
know.
down.
If you're from Jersey
Learn how to drive.
and you drive, can you please use the little stick on the left side of your steering wheel? Up goes right, down goes left, and you use that. It's called a turn signal,
Yeah.
and you use that before you change lanes to indicate the people behind you that you're changing lanes. It's very helpful.
And there's
and
these-
it's also a law.
There's
So
these-
they have a law. Here's the thing: they have a law to pump your own gas, but cops probably like, oh, I got to search for people pumping their own gas.
They probably stop
see
more people
somebody-
for pumping their
Yeah.
own gas than not using a turn signal.
When I worked in Jersey, I worked there for 2 months, driving every day. So say I drove there a total of, say, 30 times.
I'd say 30 times.
30 times there, 30 times back. I'd say I couldn't count more, and I paid attention. I couldn't count more than 10 people from New Jersey using a turn signal. I couldn't.
I also want to
You guys suck, by the way.
I also want
No
to say
offense.
that one, use your turn signals, and please use your mirrors. Like,
That too.
how many times that I would be driving through New Jersey and I'd almost get not even I'd be right next to a car and they would just start merging lanes. And I'm like, dude, I'm like, how can you not see me? Let alone not even using your mirror, just looking out your window.
Literally. You need to check your mirrors if you're from New Jersey.
Anyways,
And use the stick on the left of the wheel. It's called
not to
turn
hate on
signals.
people from New Jersey, but you know who you are. I have a lot of friends from New Jersey, and I remember specifically freshman year going to the gas station with one of my closest friends. He was in my fraternity, and we pumped gas for the first time, and I will never forget that day because I was so dumbfounded. In Pennsylvania, let alone any other 48 state, how many parents make their kids pump gas?
Lot.
Like, I remember being 12 years old pumping my parents'
Oh, yeah.
gas. I can't even drive. I'm pumping gas. Let alone in New Jersey, they don't trust people that are at least old enough to
Like
drive.
a 38-year-old. I can't pump my own gas.
literally.
Like, come on.
Anyways, I think New Jersey,
Worst state in
Like-
the United States.
not even that. Like,
No, yeah.
talking about incidents at gas stations, I think New Jersey is the reason there's so many incidents. How many people come to a different state, have to pump their own gas, and then drive away with the nozzle still in the car? Because they never pump their own gas. Like, I think they're creating more of a problem than
Yeah.
anything. Just like prohibition. They're just creating a reason for people to break the law.
Yeah.
Just make it legal, put a restriction on it, and then it is what it is. Maybe in New Jersey you have a gas attendant and he pumps gas for anybody that's under the age of 18. So that gives them 2 years to learn how to pump gas.
Or if they're over, 7 years old. So they'll have to get out of there.
I think you should retake your driver license test once you turn 65. Every 5 years
I think
after.
you should do it when you're every 5 years after you get your license.
No, because I'd probably fail.
You want to know another hot take about Jersey? That I have, and you probably agree.
Their
They have-
bagels are terrible.
No, not that.
Is that what you're going to say?
Their beaches are terrible.
Beaches are terrible. But everybody talks about New Jersey bagels. I don't care where you're from. There's a local bagel shop to where we live. And I don't care who you are, what your name is. If you know the bagel shop I'm talking about, we got bagels at my high school from this shop every single morning.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you do. It's right next to Hobby Lobby.
Can't tell you.
Brother,
Never been there.
I gotta take you.
Giant.
No, the other side of Hobby Lobby, right next to the right next to the our
Jewelry
friend's
shop.
jewelry shop.
Never been there.
But you know what I'm talking about.
No.
Our high school used to order 1,000 bagels from this bagel shop every morning, and I don't care what state you're from, they're the best bagels you're ever gonna get. Yes, dude, I just went there. I got a I got a sausage, egg, and cheese, and yeah, yes, yes,
Never
yeah.
heard of it.
And there's two of them. Yeah. But I went there the other day and I wanted to change things up. So I changed things up. Dude, listen to this. I got a sausage, egg, and cheese on a chocolate chip bagel. Sounds gross. Best thing ever.
No.
I promise you.
You want to know the gross thing about the internet bagel, and don't regret it? Like, no one should microwave an egg. Unpopular opinion.
McDonald's does.
No one should microwave an egg, but so does Wawa. All your
Oh,
sizzlies.
yeah, Sizzly's convenient. If I'm going to 3 Men in a Bagel who specializes in a bagel sandwich,
Yeah, but
don't microwave the fucking
it's
egg.
convenient. You know how many people go there,
You
dude?
understand?
There's
Any
never
bodega
not a
in New
line.
York, any bodega in New York where millions of constructions are working are going there every morning for a bacon, egg, and cheese
I get it.
on a roll.
I
Does
understand.
the microwave ever know it's on the grill?
I get it. A bodega in New York is way different
just
than a
waiting for
little
my turn to
bagel
talk.
shop in our
I'm
hometown.
just saying you should be better, shouldn't it? Like a specialized
I
bagel
agree.
place.
I think they should have a flat top. Just like you know where I work. Have you ever had their breakfast sandwiches? Ask my buddy. I'll bring the buddy that we always golf with. Dude, I get a breakfast sandwich every morning I go to work dude, they're beyond
Domino's
good.
does make fucking good food. I'll give them that.
Dude, I don't know why, but they do.
The burger was delicious.
But the breakfast sandwich, dude,
Their
oh
drinks are
my
delicious.
God.
Drinks are on the light side.
And they're expensive. Whatever. Next. How do we go from
Quiz, we can flame them. To be-
Yeah. Yeah, to be continued. I hope my boss is not watching. Anyways,
Oh, yeah. Cut.
yeah, sorry. Apologies to my boss. If you want to fire me, I literally could care less. Just kidding. Don't fire me. I actually kind of enjoy my job. It's just not the best fit. So that we went from pumping gas in New Jersey to bagels. So let's go to how to eat a steak.
Medium.
Rare.
No. No sauce.
Never
Never put
no
sauce on a
sauce.
steak.
Never no sauce.
Never no sauce. No, always no sauce.
Oh yeah, always no sauce. Never sauce.
Never sauce. Steak.
Steak.
Never sauce.
But you eat them medium, I eat them rare.
Yeah.
I want my steak as rare as it can get.
All right. I think you should give them a disclaimer. These two are the most picky eaters you've ever seen.
Yes.
We're not picky.
Ian behind the camera is trying to say that we are beyond picky, and it's true.
I will literally eat anything. Do you like mushrooms?
No.
Eat everything.
Fun fact about
Hey.
mushrooms: they are the only food that can kill cancer cells in your body. Did you know that?
I think they have a cure for
People
cancer.
believe mushrooms are a cure to a lot more things, and I believe penicillin was derived from a mushroom. It was synthesized.
Mushrooms. I hate
Penicillin?
mushrooms.
Yeah.
Psilocybin.
No. I think penicillin.
Who?
Psilocybin, like LSD.
Shrooms.
Psilocybins are not LSD.
We're talking about mushrooms, not shrooms.
Psilocybin,
Maybe
the
there's
drug,
something, I don't
comes
know.
from mushrooms.
Yeah.
And it's very similar to LSD. Look it up. Anyways, how are we getting into this?
You keep going off topic.
Mushrooms up kill cancer cells.
Yeah, I know, but why did we start talking about? We're talking about how to cook steak.
I know because people should put mushrooms on steak.
No, I mean, yeah, yes, they do at Texas Roadhouse. They put onions and mushrooms, but just on the object of us being picky eaters, yeah, I get it. But I'm only picky when it comes to like different stuff, like a steak. I would put onions on a steak if I really wanted to. You know what I
I
mean?
don't like onions.
But I'd rather
Mushrooms.
not. If I went to a restaurant, I ordered a steak and onions came out on it, I'd eat it. I'd still eat the onions. I wouldn't
Scraping
send
that
it back.
shit right off. I have a steak
But so you eat
No,
them
go
medium.
ahead.
Why do you eat them medium?
because it tastes good.
You don't think rare tastes good.
Texture.
You don't like the texture.
I hate texture. That's why I don't like seafood.
I get it. True, you are starting to like shrimp
I
though.
don't like that rubbery texture.
Yeah,
And that's what a rare steak is. It's
I love
rubbery.
that.
No. I
Just
hate
like the
rubbery
finger
foods.
thing.
Yeah. Well, not finger, your palm. But
Palm. Yeah. If you
I
guys
just hate
don't
rubbery
know.
foods.
But that's really only convenient to cooks is the finger thing.
Unless you're like deaf. You'd just be like,
Psilocybin and LSD are not even the same thing.
Did you?
And penicillin is derived from mushrooms.
All right. Well, I was wrong. I swear psilocybin came from
yeah, we know.
mushrooms. Maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe I'm just
Stupid.
psilocybin came from something.
Don't ask me.
I'll look it up and we'll get back to you on that because I don't even know and I want to get on topic. So you're rare. I eat my steaks rare. I'd eat my steak blue if I could.
Oh, you can.
If I'm at a good steakhouse, I'll get my steak blue. And we've
Like
had this
medium's
argument
perfect.
100 times. And I disagree with steak sauce. Never use steak sauce ever.
Why are you disagreeing?
I'm saying like I disagree with the use of steak sauce.
Yeah.
But if I were to go to a restaurant, I don't like confrontation. I don't deal with confrontation.
I don't mean either.
If
I've worked that
if
way.
my steak came out wrong and it came out like well done,
I'm eating it.
that's the only time I would put steak sauce on it just to make it that much easier to eat. Because at
I
that
don't even
point,
like steak.
but
Like,
at
I
that
don't
point,
like A1.
I don't either.
I don't like steak.
like I would
steak sauce
barely
anytime.
dip. I would barely dip it in there, like that.
I like the like.
But it
the,
would
like,
just make
garlic aioli or like the kind of garlic pesto kind of stuff.
butter,
They spread on the
Yeah.
steak. That's the only acceptable thing you could put on a steak.
I agree.
But the steak
And a
itself,
bunch
if
of
it's
salt.
made right, if it's seasoned right, you don't need anything for the steak.
I hope, and I truly do. I hope and wish I never have to use steak sauce. But
I'm never going to.
there's always a time that they mess up the steak, and I use a little bit of steak sauce just to make it that much easier to eat. And if I had a choice, honestly, I'd rather like if they really messed up my steak, I'd rather dip it in like ketchup than
Speaking of
use
ketchup,
steak sauce.
Grapes and ketchup are the best combo on earth.
Yes.
Better than Matt. Fuck, damn it.
Two biggest hot
Jordan
takes.
and Pippen.
Original hot takes from Dupe Chat. Grapes and ketchup, best combination you're gonna get. And I'm making this up, not making it up, but I'm saying this on my own.
Just wait, timing your finger taps.
Strawberries on a ham and cheese sandwich.
All right, now you lost me.
Just try it. I'm not even gonna sit here and argue. I don't even want to talk about it. All I'm saying is next time you go to make a ham and cheese sandwich, slice up a strawberry, put it on there, try it, then come to our podcast and leave a comment.
They don't need to do that. They need to do ketchup and grapes. That's what you need to do. You need to dip your grapes
Just
in ketchup.
try it.
Or just talk over
Ham
it.
and cheese with strawberries. Tell them the story.
What story?
Grapes and ketchup.
About from high school?
Mm-hmm.
Like when I dropped the grape in your ketchup and ate it,
What?
and it was good.
All right. Well, this is an introduction.
What you want?
Oh, Ian, dude, come on. You're gonna be on the podcast eventually.
Later date.
Face reveal coming
They
soon.
only hear the audio from the mic.
Face reveal of Ian.
Is this thing working? That we'll end the podcast that way. Is this thing on? No, dude. It's straight up
Raw.
going straight up.
We're professional raw doggers like Gideon.
I don't care.
Just like Gideon.
I literally don't care. And you're eating literally every snack I have in my house.
I haven't got a snack yet. And if I was talking to someone, does your sister have a baby?
Huh?
Does your sister
My sister does not have kids.
Sister-in-law.
She like Oakley got a bad note today.
Yeah, she's
Oh,
bad.
a bad no, dude. I picked my dog up from doggy daycare today, and I walked in, and they looked at me like I had 4 heads, and they're like, "Your dog was not good." Like a handwritten note of what went wrong.
What'd she do?
It was like a pre-written note that I guess they give to everybody. So it's like it was like blank, insert dog name, did not eat its lunch today. We recommend blah, blah, blah. But then underneath was like a handwritten description of what went wrong. It was like, my dog's name's Oakley. I have a baby golden doodle. It was like, Oakley did not eat lunch today. We recommend blah, blah. Everybody gets the same note. And then it was, Oakley flung and threw her food all over and out of her cage. Like, what? Who uses the word flung? Like, I got the dog.
I'd say it's a mine.
I got the dog, and I'm like, trying to sit there and picture my dog flung food out of her cage. Flung. Yeah, flungulating. I've never seen my dog flung anything. Flung. Yeah, dude. I came in. I went. You have to go through these like double gate things. It's like you're trying to go into the White House. I walk in. I go through like security. My dog comes out, happy as could be. And then this girl's like,
I'm gonna kill myself.
Here's your note. I grabbed the note and it's like I walked in to pick my kid up from school and he got just expelled from high school. That's what it felt like. Literally. My dad texted me and goes, I knew she'd go to the principal's office sooner than later.
Orpheus.
But yeah, apparently you can be bad at doggy daycare, which I did not know was a thing. Can you be like kicked out of doggy daycare?
I got in trouble in kindergarten, preschool, and like daycares.
I get. So did
It's the
I.
same thing, right?
No, I've gotten in a lot of trouble in
Oakley
elementary
has
school.
never had anybody tell her no in her life.
Oh no, who's gonna tell Oakley
I know.
no?
I'm just saying that's why you don't expect her to go to an establishment.
But I also didn't expect to get a note saying she flung her food out of the cage, like out of the cage.
You're joking.
Brother.
That is staying in the podcast.
Brother.
Has to say.
There's ditch in your ground. Why is there a hole? Why is there a hole? There's a hole in your ground. That shit actually hurt. I'm never doing.
You're right, Nick.
Yeah, I'm never doing that again. I'm staying straight up.
The fact that just happened is incredible.
I'm staying here.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna put a hole in your wall. No, we're good.
All right. Why are we even talking about my dog?
My foot hurts.
Dude, the fact that you literally just fell off your chair.
You were silent. Not one word has come out of your mouth for 10 minutes.
He hasn't said a goddamn thing, and the first thing he says is, "Oh shit."
Oh,
Dude, just the fact that he's not talking, and then he interrupts the whole conversation by falling.
ow.
You can't even make that shit up. Seriously.
What happened?
What?
Give us the play-by-play. What happened?
Of when I fell?
Just what happened there, please.
I was leaning. I'm not doing it. I'm not showing you. But I was leaning back like I always do in chairs, and the wheel got stuck on this like
There
divot
is-
in the carpet.
This is the problem with filming a podcast in your basement. There is kind of like, I think the sub pump is over there, so it's not flat. So I think his chair fell in there. That's why the fridge is kind of messed up. You messed up Billy the Bully and our Corona thing.
Good thing my owner Palmer did not spill.
Guys, it's all right. He did not spill the Arnold Palmer.
We're good. All right. So what about cats? I hate cats.
Yes, please let's move on. Yeah. She is laughing pretty loud. Seriously. Would we stop laughing over there? Cats. I think cats are inherently evil.
I hate cats.
I think
Passion.
oh my god, dude. I literally was just
Is
on
this about cats?
yes. And dogs. I was watching a TikTok recently and it said that if you're in a house Like if you live in a house with animals and you die, and the house is locked,
They'll eat you.
they will eat you. Like your animals will start to eat you.
I feel betrayed.
And he was saying that cats, out of all animals, cats will start to eat you faster
Yeah,
than
like-
any other animal.
Dogs will wait.
Yeah, like dogs will wait, and Labrador retrievers will not eat you. But like, I don't know what it is with labs, but apparently they don't eat you.
I like
But if you
dogs.
die and your house is locked and you cannot get, like, the animals cannot get out, cats will start to eat you within hours after you die.
I would kick a cat.
That's inherently evil. That's scary.
I wouldn't kick a cat.
No matter how much you love or lived with that animal and how much you did for that animal and how much it loved you, apparently they'll eat you. And that's scary.
Well, you're dead, so you don't really gotta be scared. You just gotta think too, like they're not
Yeah,
gonna
but
have
imagine-
food.
Then you can't have a funeral. Open casket
That's
of
true.
what? It's just going to be gnaw marks. Imagine showing up to your funeral where there's no face and it's like your cat's just running around happy as a clam.
Yeah, and here's the thing: we don't eat cats or dogs when they die. We bury them.
Literally.
Why can't the cats and dog bury us?
Dude, I don't know.
I
But
don't like cats. I don't.
I don't either. I think
My
they're evil.
uncle had a cat from hell. This fat cat. Snoopy was his name.
I just think cats are evil.
They're evil. I don't like them.
I think they're inherently evil. But what I do think,
Dogs are better.
don't talk to me like that. What I do think though is that
Let me know.
animals' instinct to survive, like their will to survive, is incredible.
Except deer, because they would jump out at a car moving.
Yeah, I think they
80
want to
miles.
die. Like, are deer suicidal or are they just dumb? Anyways, but like, talk about like a baby, like lion.
I think.
Like, they're born, they're taking care of their mother, taken care by their mother for an extended period of time. And then it's like, if you don't wake up in the morning and find food, you're not eating. And I can't stop burping. But like, even a bird, like bird's a perfect example. The mother bird feeds the babies until they can fly.
I hate birds too.
And then the mother just throws you out of the nest. And if you don't fly, you hit the ground and that's it. Like, it's game
I
over.
don't like birds. Except eagles, obviously. Go birds.
Are
but-
birds real? That's another conspiracy. We'll get to
Yes,
that.
People that think about that. Oh my
That's
goodness.
that's a later.
Alright.
That's a whole episode.
Alright.
Same
like
with
that.
aliens. Aliens and birds, whole episode.
Perfect.
Anyways, animals' instinct to survive. Even like a polar bear. Like attacking seals. Like,
You choking?
if animals don't wake up and go and find food,
They're dead.
they're not eating. All they know, like, they don't hang out with their friends and go to lunch for dinner. Go to lunch for dinner. They don't go to lunch and get a cheesesteak for to eat.
Are you talking about an animal going to get a cheesesteak?
I'm saying they can't do that. So like the fact that they have to wake up every day and find food,
They can't drive either.
whatever.
That was
Beyond the
probably the stupidest point you could have made about it.
point. No, it's not. Animals can't wake up and go to the store to buy food.
Well, no shit.
Do you know what happened before animals? What's your point there?
That's my point. Is that it's crazy that we have this, like, of all animals, like a human has the ability to do all these things when all other animals, the only thing that they can do is find their own food. Like, and if it's that, we don't eat. Like, for us, the only thing stopping us from eating is if we have the money to buy the food. And then we have a government to give us
Not even that.
like food stamps if we don't have money. It's completely different. What is that? Your Pringles can? Anyways, like the fact that animals have to do everything on their own day in and day out it just boggles my mind. It's incredible to me. And that's why I love animals. Like dogs are just fed food. Like they get food given to them every day. You know what I
Could
mean?
get food if they wanted to.
Yeah, but do you really think, like, if you had a dog for, say, like, you had your dog and it got lost, like, do you think it would survive on its own?
I think it could.
Rather than, like, say, like a fox?
My friend's dog would always like kill rabbits and birds. It wouldn't eat it, but
Yeah, but it wouldn't eat like.
it
I
could.
guess it is because they are domesticated, but like, and even any little animal, like even a squirrel has to go and find like whatever nuts it's gonna eat or whatever. Like every animal has
Yeah.
a crazy will and instinct to survive, and I feel like humans just don't have that.
Some do. Go out and kill animals. And they live in the woods.
Like, like literally.
You go hunt, kill deer, eat the deer.
All right. Well, I thought that was gonna go a lot better, and
That
I
was-
thought I was gonna have a way better point to say, but
That was kind of bad.
I just got shot down. So,
Yeah, I didn't like that.
anyways, let's talk about favorite time of year. When we're talking about like nature and outside,
Fall.
I love nature, and if those of you that are close to me, you know, I try and post pictures of nature as much as I can because I think everybody should take at least 1 minute out of their day to appreciate nature.
Fall is my favorite season,
Fall.
just because the weather, the atmosphere, and the activities you do in the fall are the best out of any other season, I think.
So you're like 10 out of 10 all around, no matter what. Fall.
I'd say fall. Best weather. I'd say the best activities, Halloween activities, those fall activities are great. Football is back.
You're right.
Baseball playoffs are up. I think that fall is the best season
I agree.
and time of year.
I think it's like a good time for everything.
Literally
You know what I
anything
mean?
except swim, but
Yeah.
obviously.
You just swam all summer.
Yeah.
It's about time you stop
So
swimming.
it's like there's so much to do in the fall too. Because you could do
Yeah.
just as much outside as you do inside.
And
in
I
the
feel
fall.
like, I don't know, like
you just throw on joggers and a sweatshirt.
I do like summer. I do like spring because I'm excited for summer. But if you're talking about like all around best time of year,
Summer's just not the same anymore. As soon
When
as
you
we
get-
grew up, when we were younger and had school, it's like, oh, I can't wait for summer. Then you grow up and it's like, summer's just another day in life.
you have to be making a ruckus back there. It's kind of really loud. Just saying. He's like fondling through her purse.
That is an embellishment. A severe embellishment.
What is it? What?
Wallet.
That's what he said was a purse.
All right, don't show her ID.
I know. Here's scale.
All right, just don't be making all this noise. So,
Fall.
fall. Yeah. I think like all around, like you have baseball's ending, football's starting. You're not missing out on any type
Hockey's
of sport.
starting. Basketball.
Hockey's starting back up. Basketball's starting. It's like,
perfect.
if you talk about springtime, it's like, all right, you're waiting for spring training to start for football and baseball. You're waiting for it to be summer. Like fall's like, summer's ending. You can still have fun.
Yeah.
Winter's starting. Winter's exciting. All the sports are coming around. Everything you want is happening, and it's there
In fall.
in fall.
Perfect weather too. I just love that. I love the feeling
Shorts
of
and a sweatshirt.
going in the car on a drive with the windows all the way down, sunroof open, in shorts and a sweatshirt, and it's like 55 degrees. It's perfect.
Although I'm always cold, I do like being able to wear a sweatshirt. I also like winter because of skiing and snowboarding, and that is what I probably enjoy most in life. But fall is like the start and the preempt to winter, so it's
Yeah.
like I'm excited for it to come. It's
If
just
you
like
think about it, all seasons. Are
it's like
that.
December 1st. Nothing's more exciting than waiting for it to be Christmas, and December 1st is like the start of Christmas. You know what I mean?
Pretty
Same way
much.
fall is the start of winter.
The day after Thanksgiving, start of Christmas. If
See,
you
that's
put
where I
up
disagree.
Christmas decorations before Thanksgiving, you need to check into a psych ward.
Just like
Christmas?
Do you feel Christmas is a special?
Santa Claus is
Christmas.
not real.
I know, but I'm saying now that you're older, do you feel like Christmas has lost its?
no, I think Christmas is just as special as it was when we were kids.
I'd say yeah.
I totally disagree. I like don't even.
I don't have the same feeling as when I was a kid, but now that I'm an uncle and my niece is that young, I feel like it's starting to pick up meaning.
I'm
for
gonna
me
tell
now.
her the first time I see her that Santa's not real.
I think you might want to die then.
You might be dead.
Yeah.
My soul, maybe.
No, Nate will.
But anyways, I kind of gotten over the idea of gifts, and I now really appreciate spending time with my family on Christmas.
I do too.
Now I look at Christmas as I go to my aunt's every year. That's what I'm excited for. Rather than waking up and getting gifts,
Yeah, that's what it was. As
it
a
is
kid.
what it is. You know what I mean?
Like my mom's a big baker. I like baking with her.
Oh, I know.
suck. I just like eating and
I know
helping
she's
her.
a baker.
That's great.
What
love
does she bake on Christmas?
cookies.
She makes
Kiffles.
some banging Jello.
Debbie's Jello.
Debbie's Jello.
For everybody in my friend group in high school.
Dude, we used to
Debbie's Jell-O.
eat Jello every weekend.
Now that we're 21, we should.
And that
have her
chicken with
do Jell-O
teriyaki.
tots. I just had some before I came.
And you didn't bring me some.
I was gonna, but I didn't know.
I'm calling your mom right now.
You could.
I will. Have her live on air on the phone.
All right. But
Favorite time of year is definitely fall.
I'd say
Yeah,
fall.
it has to
we're in
be.
agreement.
And I just think everything that comes with the season of fall is
Perfect.
10 times better than, like, the combination of everything that fall brings.
It's
It's
just a
hands
feeling of
down
it.
so much better than
And
any
I
other.
love the lead up to Halloween, like when you go to a pumpkin patch.
Yeah, like
Single.
just the activities, like it gives you so much to do. Like summer, you're like, all right, it's summer. I don't have school. I don't have class. Here's a million things I could do. And how much of those things do you actually end up doing?
Not most of it.
Whereas fall, it's like, all right, it's fall time. I get to do this. I get to watch baseball. I get to watch football. Basketball's on. Hockey's on.
It's perfect.
You're doing all of that.
It's
You get to go to a pumpkin patch for once a year, so you obviously make sure you do that. In summer, everything that you could do in summer, you can do next year, or you can do 100 times throughout the summer.
Yeah.
Fall's only
beach.
so long. You know what I mean? Well, the great part of fall.
Yeah.
So like October or like later
Late
September
September until like
until Halloween.
mid-November,
November
I would say
is the best time of fall.
like
Like that
it's just a feeling of it. Like when
That, like,
Halloween movies are
8-week
on.
span.
Oh, it's perfect. I just love it.
Do you like Hallmark movies? I could sit down and watch a Hallmark movie.
I could. I like their
I-
Christmas movies.
Like I could sit down and watch a day worth of Hallmark movies. Like if I have a day off.
Let's do it.
Seriously. Like wake up, get some hot cocoa, eat some chips, have some food. Yeah, dude, seriously, I would love to do that.
Yeah.
Not in July.
It's
Christmas
August,
is
so.
Christmas is not meant for July.
Mm-mm.
You know, okay, so this is for our us northern living folks. I think the idea of Christmas would be completely different if I lived in a state such as Florida or Texas. Imagine waking up in the middle of Tampa
It's like 75
and
degrees
it's
on Christmas Day.
75 degrees out. Like
Well-
imagine going and sitting on the beach on Christmas.
Well, in Pennsylvania, you could get all four seasons in a week
In
in
December.
fall and winter. Even spring, like this past March, it was like
Yeah.
12
but
degrees
dude,
one day, 50 the next.
Like
come on.
Christmas would be completely ruined if I walked outside and it was 75 degrees.
Yeah, I don't like that. We haven't had a white
Like, do
Christmas
they
in a
have
bit.
Christmas trees in Florida?
They do have Christmas trees in Florida.
Do they?
They have it everywhere in the world.
Yeah, they ship them.
They ship them there. They don't grow them there. Like, I drive 2 minutes up the street and I'm literally at a Christmas tree farm. You know what I mean? Like, it's traditional for us people that live north. Whereas, like, in Florida, like, do you put a palm tree in your living room?
No, but if you also look at in
That would be dope
New
as
York and
fuck.
stuff, all that stuff shipped in.
Well, New York's just major city. Like,
But I'm
I
just saying,
understand
a lot of
that.
people,
Like, we live in rural
Yeah,
Pennsylvania.
but I'm saying a lot of people even in Pennsylvania will probably go to Lowe's, Home Depot, and still get their Christmas tree.
Well, I think fake Christmas trees are big now.
I
Oh,
have a fake-
artificial
I have a fake
trees are
Christmas
big.
tree. We went fully to that.
Like my dad
I don't-
wants one, but my mom's like, no, we gotta keep
Yeah,
tradition.
I would never get it.
I like the smell of
That's
the
how my
Christmas
mom-
I
trees.
think unless it becomes beneficial for me to get a fake tree, I won't. Like if I have a kid and I'm worried about
Right.
him in the tree, like I'll get an artificial. But like unless it's mandatory, to go out with my dad and pick out a Christmas tree is a tradition that I
It
never
is.
want to end.
I really enjoyed doing that with family. And like I said, now that I have a niece, I can't wait to relive all the traditions I did as a kid with her.
With her and watch her experience them.
And that to me is why I think Christmas is growing its meaning back to me.
Yeah.
In like that kid feeling kind of sense.
Because you get to watch her relive what you lived.
Exactly.
And like you get to see yourself in her. So
Exactly.
that's cool. And that's what Christmas is
I
about.
love that.
Like I love going to my family and watching my little nieces and nephews and cousins open presents
Yep.
and get excited like I used to.
Oh, perfect.
And they say the same things I used to say. Like when my cousins would get clothes for Christmas, I'd be like, dude, you're not getting Tonka trucks and Hess trucks. And they're like, yeah, like I just want socks and underwear for Christmas. And I'm like, that's absurd.
Literally.
And
And
now
now
I'm
it's
getting
like, I
socks
want
and
that.
underwear.
It's like,
Yeah.
give
It's
me-
like buy me 4 things of deodorant and I'll be good.
Yeah, 4 things of deodorant nowadays like $40 at CVS.
Literally. So it's just like cool to see that. It's cool to see that kind of thing happen, and like Christmas gets an all new meaning the older you get. Like it's an ever changing kind of what's the big meaning of Christmas, you know? Whereas like for some people that are religious, it's they go to church every Christmas. They go
Yeah.
and spend time with their church on Christmas, and that's awesome. And for me, it's my family. I spend time with my family. But like it's always ever changing, like especially for us, like when we were little, everything Christmas was about was getting presents. I mean, as like selfish or like ungrateful as it sounds, like
That was a kid's
everybody is
Christmas.
excited for Christmas because they want presents.
Yeah.
I get it. When you get older, you start to realize like the fact that you get to see your family on Christmas, that's a present in itself. Not everybody gets to go and see their family.
I love going Christmas shopping. I love it.
I just like the idea of Christmas. I feel like it
And
brings,
wrapping gifts, Christmas music.
first off, everybody should be happy and grateful for what they have and should be nice to everybody. But it kind of sucks that Christmas brings that out of people, but it's also nice to see everybody in a good mood around Christmas. Like to walk when we go to the mall around Christmas time
Perfect.
and everyone's happy, like that's a great feeling.
Until they check the receipt.
And they realize they don't have any money
Yeah.
because they spent all the money on Christmas. And that's how I feel sometimes. But
Oh, yeah.
we were also broke college kids, so is what
Or
it is.
broke college graduates.
But that also
For
means
now.
winter is a great time of year.
It is, but I still think
I would
fall's
take
gotta
fall,
be-
but I think winter is a great time too. Anyways,
All right. I
What-
think we move on to, you know,
kind of change it up a little bit.
like future goals for this podcast. If you had to pick one person to have on this podcast in sometime down the line, who would you pick?
Like any time down the line, like as far as we could think of.
Any person any person down the line. If you could pick one person to be on
I'm
this
gonna give
podcast.
2 answers because I know we talked about this before, but I'm changing my idea as to anybody at any time. My goal as to like celebrity, like popularity wise, would be someone like it's hard. I think my dream podcast would be me and you with Bert Kreischer, Tom Segura, and Theo Vaughn. Having those 5 people on a podcast would be to me the ultimate podcast.
I like that.
But realistically, on a more kind of personal standpoint, I think it would be awesome to one day have my own kid on the podcast.
Well, yeah.
And you're like, if you have kids and I have kids, to have one of each on the podcast. Like,
I like that.
because one, it shows like longevity, and I think it would be cool to see them.
We're gonna be old as hell.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, hopefully this goes that long. Like, hopefully it goes forever. Yeah, I could
Don't wish that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
have kids now. I'm kidding. Yeah, I need to find love first. So if you're looking for love,
Dude chat.
hit up.
2 for 1.
We're taking girlfriend applications. Send them to the Dude Chat Instagram page. Just kidding.
Literally.
Yeah. Double dates only.
Double dope.
Double
Double
dope.
dope.
That'll be a t-shirt idea. Double dope.
Except if you go
Like
to college
double
in
dip,
Florida.
but double dope. Never mind. Never. Yes. Please stop. What was the start of that conversation?
Who would we want?
Who would we want? Yeah. So mine is Theo Vaughn, Tom Segura, and Burt Kreischer. And I think it'd be cool if they saw this.
They won't.
They won't.
Did you just say they won't too, Ian? Yeah, we said.
You don't know the power of the internet. All right. Be hopeful.
Algorithm.
You're supposed to hype your friends up.
Yeah.
Huh?
Say it a couple times. Like, remember that old myth in the mirror?
Bloody Mary?
Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary.
It's called manifesting, actually.
That's a great show too.
All right.
What about Bert?
No. Anyways, what are
Bert
you?
disc golfs.
Yeah, I am a big disc
Johnny
golfer.
did used to disc golf. He used to be a big disc golfer.
It's 400 discs for no reason.
I am a big disc golfer. I still am.
When's the last time you disc golfed?
4 years ago.
Like probably 3 months ago. But Nate, who would be your goal? I know you've mentioned your guy.
You know, my go-to is Steve Harvey, just because he is my favorite
I love
celebrity.
Steve Harvey too.
He's the funniest, and if you listen to him speak, he has like the most inspirational like quotes. Like he is so inspirational, motivational, and he's hilarious.
Dude,
To have him give us like wisdom and make us laugh would be perfect. Like I used to watch Family Feud all the time.
I saw a video of him the other day and it literally made me cry.
He's great, dude.
It was Steve Harvey was like, at one point he was like, I forget what he did, but like this couple like gave him a chance and like brought him in and like gave him an account with like a travel agency and like helped him travel when he was becoming a comedian.
Yeah.
And
He started off doing,
like he was like an
shows.
appliance salesman first. Like he
Yeah.
sold like appliances first.
and then he did a show. He was invited to do a show in New York, and everybody booed the rest of the comedians off the stage. And Steve Harvey was the last
Because of
act to go
Steve Harvey.
on, not because of him. Steve Harvey was the last one to go on stage, and everybody loved him. And that's what kind of kickstarted his career.
I think he's a great guy, and
I
he's
love
the
him.
most humble person I think
Oh my
you'll
gosh.
ever be able to meet.
He's hilarious. I love Steve
I
Harvey.
agree.
I love Steve Harvey.
Nothing is funnier than watching like Family Feud, and he's just like
His reactions and facial expressions
are
like the
so
best.
funny. Like, but it's just cool to see where he started, kind of compared to us, and where he is now.
Yeah.
Like
that video?
what? What video?
It was like those two old people.
Yeah, I was just talking about that.
Really?
Literally just said it.
I didn't realize you were talking about Steve Harvey. I missed that part.
Yeah,
Hey,
but
did you
Steve
ring
Harvey worked as an appliance salesman or something along those lines, and it was her name's like Becky. I forget the guy's name,
That's a girl.
but he's doing a show, like one of his like talk shows, and it's like his birthday or like an anniversary of something, and they bring these people that helped him get to where he is now,
Oh, Steve Harvey, yeah.
like onto the show, like in a video. And they gave him money and like gave him this account with a travel agency, and he like racked up this huge bill for trying to travel to like New York and stuff for Comedy Central and whatever. And it's like a video of him talking to them for the first time in like 30 years. And it's like the saddest thing.
Just cry.
I like,
Guaranteed cry.
yeah, I cried to it. Dude, I cried at a bunch of
And
videos
this
on
is just- I
Facebook.
don't even like Steve Harvey. I'll put that out there right now.
Why? How do you not like Steve
I don't really
Harvey?
care for him. Nothing against him. It's just one of
No,
those-
I
I
yeah,
didn't watch Family Feud.
I agree.
don't really
Alright.
care.
it's just
Yeah.
like you had little exposure.
But I can respect the hustle.
Yeah, because he started from nothing,
Yeah.
and just like we are. So it's like it's cool to see that.
I like the teeth and I like the mustache. I can't really-
Dude, he's so funny though. He's a great guy. He's funny as could be. Whatever. So, we are kind of getting long into this podcast here.
Sad.
Um,
We, should wrap it up like a Christmas gift.
Let's make like butter and dance on out of here.
Make like a tree and get the fuck out.
Sure, if you want to do that. Make like eggs and
Scramble.
scramble.
Hey, I'm gonna not
All
use
right,
that. I'm
well,
not using
We have a bunch of stuff on our list to still talk about, but
that. We'll save it for the next.
Yeah, I think we'll
Just
save
gotta
it for
tune
the
in.
next. Again, this is the first episode. It's only going to get better from here. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for tuning in. Please come back.
Thanks.
It will only get better, and we promise. I really hope this is still recording. If it's not,
We'll find out.
it's going to be really sad. You might just get a video. You might just get an audio. But whatever you get, I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy.
Stay tuned on Instagram and TikTok. TikTok, the Dupe Chat.
And Instagram, just Dupe Chat.
Not the just part, though.
It's not Dupe Chat. It's Dupe Chat.
Dupe. DUPCHAT.
Just
on
like
the screen.
that. Look it
We
up
could've
on the
just done
screen.
And YouTube, we're Dupe Chat, too.
Also, before you leave, if you know where Plank is, please shout out where Plank is. He will be in our podcast every single episode, no matter what.
saw him.
Episode 2, coming next week. We're going to post every other Thursday, hopefully, by 8 p.m. So look out every other Thursday by 8 p.m. If you're lucky, it'll be every Thursday. See you guys.
Maybe a treat for you.
Peace out.